Welcome to Little English Studio. Today, we delve into the life of a man whose humor touched millions, but whose soul bore a weight few truly knew. This is the story of Robin Williams, the genius behind the laughter and the deep lessons we can all learn from his journey. Robin McLaurin Williams was born on July 21st, 1951, in Chicago, Illinois. His father, Robert Fitzgerald Williams, was a senior executive at Ford Motor Company, and his mother, Lori McLaurin, was a former model and a woman known for her grace and wit. Robin grew up in an affluent household, but like many great artists, his early years were marked by loneliness. As an only child, for much of his early life, Robin would often create imaginary characters and scenarios to entertain himself. This early habit of imagination and impersonation would become the bedrock of his comedic talent. Despite being from a privileged background, Robin was an introverted and shy child. He attended Detroit Country Day School, where he was voted least likely to succeed. Yet even then, teachers and peers noted his incredible ability to switch personas and voices on a whim. It was in those quiet moments alone at home where the seeds of brilliance began to sprout. After high school, Williams studied political science at Claremont Men's College, but the pull of the stage was too strong. He dropped out and enrolled at the College of Marin to study theater. It was there that his raw comedic brilliance began to shine. Later, he earned a scholarship to the prestigious Juilliard School in New York City, where he was one of only 2 students accepted into the advanced program that year, the other being Christopher Reeve. At Juilliard, Robin honed his craft under the tutelage of John Houseman, who recognized the power of Robin's unique energy. However, even at Juilliard, Robin's style was considered too wild and uncontainable for the traditional theatrical stage. Eventually, he left Juilliard to pursue stand-up comedy, a decision that would shape his life forever. Robin's stand-up career took off in San Francisco and Los Angeles in the mid-1970s. His ability to shift voices, improvise entire routines on the spot, and his manic energy made him a standout in the comedy clubs. In 1978, his big break came with the TV show Mork and Mindy, playing the eccentric alien Mork from Ork. Robin became a household name almost overnight. The show allowed him to unleash his wild creativity, often improvising entire scenes. Audiences loved his unpredictability behind the scenes. However, Robin began battling addiction. Fame came quickly, and with it, the pressures and vices of Hollywood life. Despite personal challenges, Robin's career flourished. He moved from television to film with surprising ease. Unlike many comedians, Robin had an extraordinary capacity for drama. His film debut in Popeye 1980 was a commercial disappointment, but Robin didn't let it stop him. Good Morning Vietnam 1987 showcased his incredible ability to blend comedy with poignant emotion. It earned him his first Academy Award nomination. Then came Dead Poets Society 1989, a role that would etch Robin's image as a profound actor in our heart. As John Keating, an unorthodox English teacher who inspires his students to seize the day, Robin brought gravitas and humanity to the screen. That phrase, carpe diem, would follow him for the rest of his life, becoming almost prophetic. In hindsight, Robin followed this with a string of successful films: Awakenings 1990, The Fisher King 1991, Mrs. Doubtfire 1993, and the beloved Aladdin, 1992, where he voiced the genie in a performance so iconic that Disney animators based the genie's facial expressions directly on Robin's stand-up routines. Despite the joyful characters he brought to life, Robin battled deep personal demons, depression, addiction, and the constant pressure to perform more heavily on his spirit. In interviews, he often hinted at the darkness inside him. While he made others laugh, he was often crying inside. Robin entered rehab several times for alcohol and cocaine addiction, openly speaking about his struggles. His honesty was rare in Hollywood and helped reduce the stigma around mental health. His marriage to Valerie Velarde ended in divorce in 1988. He remarried Marcia Gar, with whom he had 2 children, before divorcing again in 2010. In 2011, he married Susan Schneider while he remained devoted to his family. His internal battles never truly ceased. In the early 2010s, Robin began to experience troubling symptoms: paranoia, memory loss, insomnia, and anxiety. At first, doctors believed it was Parkinson's disease, but the reality was more sinister. After his death in 2014, an autopsy revealed that Robin had Lewy body dementia, a devastating neurological disease that impairs thinking, movement, and regulation of mood. This diagnosis explained much of his suffering in his final months. His final days were marked by confusion and fear, but even then, he tried to keep working and giving. He filmed nights at the museum Secret of the Tomb despite being in severe emotional and cognitive pain. He was trying to hold on for his fans, for his family, and for himself. On August 11th, 2014, the world lost Robin Williams. The news sent shockwaves around the globe. Tributes poured in from fans, fellow actors, comedians, world leaders, all expressing disbelief and sorrow. His death opened global conversations about mental health, depression, and invisible illness. People began to understand that those who bring the most joy often carry the heaviest burdens. Robin left behind a legacy of films, laughter, inspiration, and an important reminder. Always check in on those who seem the happiest. They might be hurting the most. Even now, Robin Williams continues to touch lives. His movies are rewatched, his quotes are shared, his interviews, full of humor and humanity, are studied. He was a man who embodied contradiction, joy and pain, brilliance and vulnerability. His children, especially his son Zach, have become mental health advocates, working to ensure others get the help Robin couldn't find in time. There is an emptiness in the world of comedy that may never be filled. But there's also an enduring light, the memory of a man who gave everything to make the world laugh. Robin Williams taught us many things. Laughter can be a lifeline. Even those who smile the most may be hiding pain. Art, whether comedy or drama, can heal. Time with loved ones is more valuable than fame. He also reminded us to seize the day, to live fully, and love deeply. His life, though tragically short, was one of immense meaning. Thank you for joining us at Little English Studio. We hope this tribute to Robin Williams touched your heart and gave you new insight into the man behind the laughter. Remember to like, subscribe, and share if this story moved you. And always remember, no matter what people tell you, words and ideas can change the world. Robin Williams.